Oop. Alright, morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be, and I did leave off with this centerpiece being done, right? Even just decided to put a material to it just to, see how it looks with color-wise, and it's pretty good. I think there's probably a better way to do it using sculpting, and then using there's a shrink wrap tool you can use in Blender, and there's a few other tools that probably would have been a little bit better. And going forward, I need to use that kind of stuff when I'm making each of these parts, so that it doesn't take a super long time. So for now, I'm going to put this stuff in the back burner for a little bit. I'm going to switch gears over to Xanarkin, actually. So with Xanarkin, the reason I want to switch over to that is because I've been having conversations with, let's bring this into in here. I've been having conversations with this other group. Where's it? Jeez. I can find it. It's this one. Okay. So this is their Discord, but this group put together a Blitzball Stadium, and they had a game planned out for playing Blitzball, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to help put that together and get the programming done and animations, stuff like that. Make it so that it's playable playable through a network connection, all that. And it's going to be a 4 versus 4 player game. Hi, kitty. It's going to be a 4 versus 4 player game. Right now is the plan, and we'll have all sorts of ability attributes and everything, and you'll have to strategize, figure out how exactly. I need to turn down the music a little bit. There we go. Anyway, you'll have to figure out and strategize everything with how you're playing the game, and time all of your special ability shots and passes and stuff just right. You'll have different ranges. Hi, Brad. How's it going? Yeah, so I'll real quick tell you. So I did message you saying that I used. This is where I have my files. It's what you need .7-zip, and what's inside that folder is everything you'll need to extract everything for Final Fantasy X, not for Arkham Asylum, different Batman stuff though, sadly. But there should be something else that you can use to get what you want done. More than likely, that stuff, I don't know how they have that stored, or what engine they used. Do you know what engine they used? I can look that up real quick. Sure, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, Unreal Engine 3. Arkham Asylum uses Unreal Engine 3, so in general it'd be Unreal Engine 3, so there should be people have taken Unreal Engine 3 games and modded them, so it should be doable to get that kind of information. Yeah, that's actually kind of well, no, it came out in 2009. Wow. What's the newest Batman Arkham game, or how does that series go? I haven't played the series, sadly. Just real quick, I'm looking it up. Publisher, engine, Batman games. Alright, the newest one was Arkham Knight. So that one, yeah, still used Unreal Engine 3. They were probably so used to using Unreal Engine 3 that and had it in-house, everybody was used to it and just didn't feel comfortable switching over to UE4 yet. So they might they might skip UE4 and actually just go straight to UE5 if they make another Batman game out of that studio at least. Yeah, that's really surprising. They used UE3 unless Wikipedia is wrong, but you know, that could be possible. That could be possible. But yeah, in any case, if it uses Unreal Engine, then you should be able to get it converted. There should be somewhere someone has done this type of stuff before, so save yourself a little bit of work and find that stuff to help you out. Now, what the plan was is I wanted to look at this image here that Ash from that group had snipped. And I wanted to look and see what the difference is between this image here and the stadium they have in the game. Let's see if I can find Xanarkin. There we go. All of these. Hide Luca. I'll hide the ship. I'll hide Besaid. Bell. Alright. I don't know what all this stuff is. I think it's just leftovers of when I import stuff. I can actually delete it. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't think. Delete all of this. Delete. Delete. There. Let's clean that up. Anyway, back to this. Anarchy. So here's the layout where they got like sits down and everything. Yeah, another version of that. We got further on down the road, and then we have the stadium. And this stadium might be very similar to Luca, honestly. Might be. If I pull up Luca, the stadium from Luca, how's that look? Close all these so I can click them open easier. Alright, that's the town square place. That is the inside. That is one of the docks, another one of the docks, another dock, another dock, and then that's the inner sphere. That's another inner sphere. Nope, it looks like it was actually modeled differently. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it was modeled differently, perhaps. Let's just turn that on. Yeah, there was a lot of different versions of the stadium, like 3 or 4 different versions, because they have different situations. Like they have the situation where they have a zoomed in shot of someone speaking, and then they have your characters fighting a battle. And then they have the other one where people are playing Blitzball, so they have to have all of those different versions. And so here, I line these up side by side, if I can. That over there, and move this over. Okay. Solid, and make this not see-through. There we go. Well, this isn't calming. Let me go ahead and skip this. There we go. Okay, so, and this is perfect. You know, this is it's perfect music for getting this done. So I don't think that side is that, but I mean, someone is coming in side of the. They picked up the pieces and like made this route, you know? So I don't think this shot can necessarily be like used. I mean, I can use different things like this. I can use that to, you know, get the same aesthetic as what they built, and then just add a little more detail maybe. But there's no roof. Well, I mean, yeah, there's basically no roof. So I have to make the rafters the entire retractable ceiling, you know. But I mean, they had already done a lot of work. Found models that have been ripped from Arkham City and our Asylum, but not Knight. Okay. I'm sure they're around. And keep on looking. I can go ahead and look around at it after the stream and stuff. But let's see. They had this much built. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Turn that down. That. Let's just go to their YouTube page there. Skip. Alright. Alright, so in this, they had made a different ceiling. Still really nice in general. Everything's basically good to go. We can always go in later and just do updates to add and make it so that it's more accurate to the FMV, but it's not really necessary at this point. We can go ahead and get some game mechanics down and get everything sorted out. It looked like they had concepts and... Come on, go away. It looked like they had concepts of the menu system and everything. I have to... I'm gonna have to kind of wait for that to come in to me. However they want to get me access to that. But I mean, so I can keep on looking. I need to get everything that they have done so that I'm not recreating anything. He's been messaging me on and off and everything. He's in the UK, I believe. So, different time zone. I'll be able to talk more with him next month when I'm on roughly the same schedule as him. You know what? In the meantime, while I am waiting for his response of everything, I can go ahead and just get back to the Sade. Do some learning. For this stuff, I am going to go ahead and just do it the way that I planned. Make this, and this, and that. And then I will do a boolean and just add it. So I'll just do that for now with this, since I've already got this, I've already got that, and I'm just about done. All I have to do is make this, and that. Add some more detail. It's not a big deal. So that'd be fine. Alright, so let's see. Back to that. Add. screen, tab into it. Let's merge center and what? What's going on? There. Bring me to the thing that I want. Alright. I need to select this folder so that I can actually get everything. What do I have selected? The plane. Let's move the plane into the proper folder real quick. Yeah. Proper folder. Grab. What? Grab. Do I not have anything to grab? That's edit mode. Okay. Anyway. Apparently I can't do that anymore. I usually, in order to get a point, I just usually add everything, or like merge everything together, but at a single point, I guess I can't do that. Delete vertices, wireframe. We'll go to where's the vertices? There we go. Do you think if... Can you shut the door, please? Thank you. Do you think if I was to use a Ripper for Arkham Silent or City, it would work on night? Maybe try it. If it has the same file types, like same file extension and stuff, it might, but with Unreal Engine you can encrypt your files, and so they might have a different encryption based on the game. So that might be the case. If that's the case, then it wouldn't work. But who knows? So try it. Out of curiosity, are y'all interested in this this Harry Potter game that's coming out? The Harry Potter Legacies seems pretty epic to me. I'm going to play that a lot. I might stop playing. I might stop working on this for a little bit while I play it with my wife and daughter. Might. Who knows? We'll see. I also might be really busy with getting spun up with being a teacher, so who knows what is in store for the future. Was talking about it in the call the other day. I haven't seen the trailer or anything. Yeah. There's a new trailer that came out last week, and there is also an explanation of like different stuff. So it's on their YouTube channel. I do want to ask. Let's shoot a message to in this chat here. You guys can see what we've been chatting about. At least right there. I need to have a good way of collaborating with other people, and I don't have that set up yet. I have looked into it before, but I haven't specifically. What's this? View original. Okay. UPK, yeah. That's a real pack file, I think. Ace. Choose a package to open. Alright. Did that work for you? Or is it possible to use Photoshop to trace the shape? I mean, Yeah, I'm tracing the shape in Blender, just to get the base, and then I'll add like a I'll extrude this up, and then I'll put faces on the top. That's the plan, and then so that'll be pretty quick for this part. And this will go by pretty quick compared to the center portion that I had been doing. So it's up there. There. Happy I did find out about the whole Shift E thing, being able to make more sharper edges, even with subdivision surfaces. So that was cool. I'm gonna shift all this up. So that. Just something like that. Wait, why don't you use a normal map for this? Because I want to use Nanite for everything. It's basically this whole project's basically a showcase for Nanite. I don't know. That's the way I'm thinking about it. I want to go as far as possible with using Nanite with every single little thing. I know it's stupid, but also, I mean, you have to, in order to make a normal map, you have to have something to go off of, and they don't have, none of this was actually made with normal maps when they made it, so. Have mirror, add a that vision surface, extrude all of this, add Z, and if I select this 50, D, there we go. Now, when I face all of this, I'm hoping that it will retain or not give a sharp edge to anything else but what was already sharp. Perfect. If I hit face, cool. I need to take all of this, so A. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm not using normals, normal maps. It's because they weren't made in the first place, and I'd like to use Nanite. Just about got away with having all faces. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. I don't like how sharp that is. Do face there. Hey, that was quick. Now the only problem is that the top face here wasn't exactly. I don't want it to be that sharp, so I need to go in here and select the edge loop, top edge loop. So Shift E, and how much I'm wanting to Shift E point. Oh, that's plus. D minus 0.3. There. Minus 0.1. There. That'll be good. And now go ahead and yep, that's it. Alright, cool. Wireframe over this other piece. Could you check DMs real quick? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let me see. I'm not going through the files to see if the map is all there. But city, static, chapters. All right, cool. File layout. Use group. Anything here that I should change? Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't imagine so. Export LOD. If you're gonna want to use LODs, you're gonna want to get the LODs as well. So that would be export LODs would be the only change. Use object groups instead of types. Groups instead of types. Object groups might be better. Might be. It would be a trial and error kind of thing because it depends on how they grouped things and stuff. So, and then use uncooked UE3 package names. Not sure about the uncooked UE3 pack. Wait. I'm not sure about that. Press to DDS format. Compress textures to yeah, go ahead and TGA would be easier to deal with because more things accept TGA files than DDS by default, so you won't have to add anything. Already exported files. Okay, yeah. So I would say the export LODs and possibly the object group instead of types. Possibly. I'm just trying to default for right now and see how it goes. Cool. All right. Hi, Kitty. And hi, babe. Cool. Okay. All right.
Love you.
That looks like a lot to extract. You're at 25 out of 3,200 and some. It's gonna take a little while. But hey, this took a while to extract too. It was the files were how big was this? It was 20 per or something. It was like 20 gigs per game worth of stuff, and they all got 25, 26, 31 just for Final Fantasy X. So a lot of stuff, a lot of high resolution textures and models and stuff. I mean, they have every single one of the enemies. How goes the art? It goes well. I went ahead and looked at the Blender secrets that you showed me, and I definitely need to start using more of the Blender secrets. Hi. You want to attack me? Jeez. I was trying to move the camera and he swipes at me. Meanie. Alright. But yeah, I definitely need to start using those. It's going to be very helpful. I really need to get used to using Blender, like the sculpting stuff in Blender, because I think that's going to save me a lot of time. Extrude. That. Yeah. How goes the game menu and everything like that? You're getting all the back end stuff down, whereas I'm in the front end, or like the part that people just see. It looks pretty. And the important part. It's all important. Anyway. I digress. Alright, I'm not bad on a break for a day or so for a moment, but I want to dry run a build from launch to splash to front end and into a scene. If that works, I'm on the right track for a vertical slice. Sweet. I should probably do stuff like what you're doing, getting something that can actually load into the game. But hey, if I decide to just go with Unity, then I can just have you help out, or you do all that, you know. Like, there. Everything. Yeah, that's everything. So I need to extrude this down. Grab the axis. There you go, the side view. Perfect. Extrude it, grab Z. Move it on up. And then this is going to be, I believe I had all of these like 0.6. I wish I could see what the crease is. Mean crease 0.4. Okay, I need it to actually be on that. Shifty 0.4. And then it doesn't really matter for the bottom, but I'll still select it all. No matter. There we go. That's everything. So Shift E, and I did that at 1. So let's go to solid view and make some faces. There we go. If yeah. And then extrude 0. Merge center. Oh wait, shit. I think all of this, I had this spelled backwards. Yeah, I had all this backwards. Darn. Except for that one. Right. Delete face. Alright. And this I was supposed to be at the bottom that it's connected. Delete face. Alright. Now all of this on the inside is supposed to be solid. My bad. There. Oh, I don't like that. It's there. All right. Mm-hmm. This is where it gets complicated. Oh, I did see the like how to close up a face like what I'm doing quickly. But you have to have an even number of faces, well, an even number of vertices on each side in order for it to close it up properly. Otherwise, yeah, it messes up. Doesn't do it right. Mm. Fine. Can kind of close things up a little bit quicker. Okay. Some of this doesn't look like it's going to be good. Merge.
Look at my car.
Merge center. That's nice. Go. Can you close the door, please?
There's someone here.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna leave it cracked for some.
Okay. Wait, what? Merge center. Merge center. The reason I'm fixing this up is because the right here in the center, it's messing up because it doesn't have enough vertices. I actually need to delete these and like add some extra vertices. So extrude, put that out there, maybe. I don't know why. Is it because, is this not a face? It is a face. Oh, it's probably because the normals are messed up. I'll just recalculate the normals and see if that fixes everything. Normals, recalculate. Yep, that fixed everything. Cool. Word of advice, check your normals. Just check your normals. Yep, they're outside. They're supposed to be. And I will go ahead and just leave that there. No harm in having it there. Oh, come on. Yeah, one little vertice that's right next to the other one. And this one. Perfect. Nice little bit. Cool. So wireframe, then we got this little deal over here. Move it down to there and grab. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna have to have. It's gonna be different. It'll be good. Oh, my music stopped for some reason. And that's why I'm just gonna use the game, because I know for sure that it's actually gonna continue. Sorry, your advice was good, except for the fact that, you know, it's not an infinite loop, you know, and videos could stop playing. Alright, let's just get on to the game part. Come on. My wife was messing with stuff because my daughter had singing lessons, and so she was messing with stuff on my computer. Unplug my everything and move it around because she didn't know how to make it work. And this is why I think everybody needs to take computer lessons.
Hey.
Whoa. Hey. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, you haven't been in here to chat with me yet.
I had a bit of time, so I thought I'd drop by.
Sweet.
Looks like that floor plate's coming along.
Yeah. It's been a process. I think I saw them using masks on Blender Secrets channel. with the sculpting. And I think that's what I'm gonna be using for some things like this in the future.
Yeah, I can't imagine just like a normal map's going to take care of most of that.
Can't imagine it would, or
No, I don't. I mean, based on my old knowledge of modeling, like normal maps would get some of it, but probably not all.
I think normal maps would do, and with maybe a displacement map, like because it's on the floor and people is not super noticeable. But I haven't looked into how. Oh, whoops. I don't want to do Facebook yet. Anyway, I haven't looked into Unreal yet to see how Nanite handles bump maps and stuff, or like how Lumen handles bump maps. If it's just like, oh, it's normal, it doesn't matter, or if it matters.
I'm kind of curious what you're going to get out of Nanite, because that looks very interesting for environmental composition.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty amazing videos of Nanite with it's mostly people just using what is in the Megascan assets, but some people are going ahead and making their own stuff. I hope more people make their own stuff. I'll see how this works out. I can just do like very minimal.
I managed to find a couple of performance wins in Unity recently, so I'm gonna try dabbling with them.
You said a couple what? Performance?
Performance wins. So there's what's it? I think it's dynamic texture streaming. So Unity basically allows you to you can choose like the amount of draw calls and the memory size, and you can basically tell the engine on individual textures which textures you want to be dynamically streamed in and out of memory, so that way it frees up the memory allocation when it's not in use.
Oh, okay. Sweet. See how that goes. So alrighty.
Looking good.
That's where I have a problem. So, I just don't have like the number of polys to really get a good face put together. There. But it's nice being able to just hit F and it knows, okay, cool, next one, next one, next one.
Yeah, just go all the way around. Yeah, that Blender Secrets thing was I stumbled on that on Instagram, and then I just immediately bookmarked it.
Yeah. So you use Blender?
I'm starting to, like, because I used to be like 3ds Max, but obviously I haven't got a license anymore from when I was a student. Pipeline's changed a lot, so I'm starting to like relearn a lot of things again, but just doing it all in Blender.
Yeah, it's it takes so much to learn where everything is.
I think the only benefit for me is that I can change the interface to be like to use the hotkeys and preferences for like Macs. That's about the only thing that I'm happy with right now, is that I have some rusty muscle memory that can actually be used.
Right.
But I mean, the only stuff I'm making now anyway is like dummy props that I need just for, like prototyping. So
Yeah. There we go. There was never used AutoCAD Impression, or not Impression, but AutoCAD Inventor, I think it's called. Or heard of it, seen it.
Yeah, I've heard of AutoCAD. I've not used it before though.
Inventor is pretty good. There was a guy in high school that was teaching himself he was teaching himself AutoCAD Inventor while I was teaching myself Blender in high school. My teacher, my AutoCAD teacher bought me a book to use. And I was like, cool, awesome. Let's so this is now my class. I basically invented a class in high school. Yeah, because like my high school just didn't do that.
Yeah, I think a lot of educational establishments end up going that way.
Yeah. Student ran classes. That actually worked just fine. Sort of. I do want to make this a hard edge, Shift E, and do like if I do one. Yeah, sure.
I will say this though, it's a very interesting asymmetrical little race we've got going in terms of
Us working on our separate stuff.
Yeah, aesthetics over functionality.
All right. But hey, at least everything I'm doing is inside of Blender still, and I'm not like I put UE on hold because I need to get a better graphics card. If I don't,
Right.
it's gonna be sluggish. I'm not gonna be able to stream it. Like, people are gonna hate me for streaming it like that. Like my first video, I went back and looked at it. I was like, oh man, this was bad. So I need to slow down. I needed to slow down the camera motions.
I think I managed to I nearly killed OBS the other week when I was trying to do some baking in Unity whilst I was streaming, and I think I basically overloaded the encoder.
Really?
Yeah, well, some of the baking operations in Unity are done on the CPU, so it basically just goes direct to multi-threading, so it just soaks up everything you've got available.
Oh, and it doesn't have a priority in Windows to go a little bit lower than what it absolutely needs.
No, it defaults to normal, so it clashes with running OBS or supersedes it. So small problem, but workable. Basically, just don't bake data changes on stream.
Oh yeah, okay. Mesh shading smooth. How's that look? Good. I'm getting used to using the Shifty. That's something that's completely new to me. So It's pretty cool being able to do that. It like normally I would have had to just like I would have had to add extra, like make a bevel, and then that would just add a bunch of extra geometry that's unnecessary. So, ooh, I can make 2 circles and be done. Just like copy them down.
Joys of modular level design.
Yeah. Let's make a torus. Tab. That's too much. I don't want that much of a torus. Right. I do want to add a torus, but it needs to be like 12. Yeah. And then I think that'll be enough for this itty bitty thing.
I'm gonna say the size it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfectly fine.
Well, I've almost got the settings menu in for audio, so that's progress. I was also able to get all the UI sprites from in-game as well.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I managed to pull them all, basically. I think most of the UI sprites are containing like 2 textures. So I managed to get those 2 textures, and then Unity has its own like built-in sprite editing tool, and it basically just automatically chops up the texture into separate mini sprites. So basically,
Nice.
I've now got all the original UI textures broken down, so I can just mock up the interface again using the old stuff, and then just replace the sprites when I get time to make new UI art.
Are you gonna make the art yourself?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was just gonna use like Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop, and then just basically use the old textures as a point of reference, but just do cleaner lines, up-to-date colors a little bit.
Yeah. The reason I ask is the I was talking about these guys earlier, right? You were you here for that, or do you know about this?
No, I think I missed your earlier conversations.
These guys were working on the Blitzball Stadium, and Ash, the guy that I've been talking to mainly, he still has all of this stuff that he worked on. He makes 2D art and stuff like that, so he can make nice high resolution stuff.
Wait, like I look at that, and I remember when that was, I think when they were first working on it. I had a couple of friends, or one friend I went to uni with, that I think was interested in trying to work with him on that.
But yeah, he sent me this. He sent me his other work, so he drew that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so he's pretty skilled. What's he got? Ooh, like a food cart, looks like. Sorry, this guy, Brad, he's working on a Dark Knight Arkham, Batman Arkham Knight. He wants to put together, I think this works. It does? He's trying to put together a city. He has a Batman already, which looks
cool.
really awesome. He has this Batman already made. He wants to put the new Batman, what's his name? Robert Pattinson. He wants to put Robert Pattinson into his own little Arkham or Knight.
That's cool.
Map, and have it so that you can just run around and beat up NPCs and stuff.
That is cool.
Yeah. So that's his plan. And I am definitely interested in helping him out with that. Let's get this.
I think the next thing I'm probably going to look at working on is the like all the creature data, like all the bestiary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, since I made the tool to actually do all the like bestiary, like all the creature setup, I just figured I'd do like a bulk creation. I'll just make like a few hundred empty entries, and I can just modify them one at a time when I get a chance.
Yeah.
My
for the stats at least.
Yeah, well, the idea is I'm going to have a single asset which gets binarized, which has basically all the data for every encountered enemy, and then it's just referenced by an asset when it's needed.
Cool. Let's just sent you 2 Blender plugins in case you want them for future use in UV rips. Sweet. Thanks. Are those for just PSA and PSK? Okay. Yeah, this Final Fantasy X actually used the Fire engine. It's Sony's proprietary engine, and it was when the PS3 was coming out. That was basically the best way to make a game for the PS3. It seems.
God, the architecture on that console was abysmal.
I've heard.
I had no love for that kit at all.
You dealt with it?
Yeah, I tested stuff on the PS3 and no. I know people that worked on it. I tested on it, and yeah, it was not a fantastic console.
Oh man, people hate that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that the architecture, like I watched a YouTube video about the architecture, and it says, oh yeah, the architecture was amazing, but nobody knew how to program for it, so you can't make something that's amazing without telling people how to actually program for it.
That's more or less it. Saying that, I did also work with the 3DS and the Vita, so it's kind of like in the
How
same
was the
kind of
Vita?
category. The Vita was, I didn't mind it, but it still wasn't like the easiest of platforms to get on with. Like the 3DS was probably one of the more difficult ones at the time.
Really?
Yeah, just because like if you want like there was no, at least when I was on it, there was no native way to like screenshot something whilst you were testing.
Hmm.
So it actually made getting screenshots with bugs very difficult. You have to get creative.
Were you testing this just like for a company, like in-house?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It wasn't like I don't know. I wish I could get into situations where I can actually get that kind of stuff and test and everything and send back reports of like how it was actually functioning. That would be it's fun to me to figure out bugs and
Yeah, testing is its own interesting experience. It's never what people think it is.
I would imagine it's really freaking irritating
Eh,
at times. And
I think
then
that's the nice way of looking at it.
well,
Also depends what branch of testing you go into.
well, right now, um, I am dealing with trying to get. I bought this head unit for my car, and it's really cool, you know, and it works well when it works. But they need to do updates to their software, and the Bluetooth drops all the time. Sometimes I'll turn on my car and it just doesn't even connect to my car. Well, it connects to my phone. It says it's connected. It shows my phone's name and what music should be playing, and then it shows all my contacts, everything. But the sound doesn't actually go to the head unit. Don't know why. And so this is a company in China, and I've been talking back and forth with them through email. They said that they're sending out an update to their software, and that they'll send it to me later, whenever that happens. Let's see, add a modifier. There we go.
Yeah, testing is definitely an interesting job.
Let's go ahead and just. I feel like seeing what the mirror and rotate. Yeah, I'll just go to solid view. I just feel like seeing what it looks like with all the dots and all the details. Yay, pretty. So that's going to be filled out. The rest is just bricks and texturing. So I can add this together.
Are you just gonna like model the square and then just deal like map texture the outside?
Model the square?
Yeah, you're just gonna like because
Like
there's
this.
elements obviously that you're modeling now within the square of that floor mat. Are you just gonna like model the exposed bits and then outside that square just deal with like a normal displacement map?
I'm thinking this. Well, I have to model it first before I make a displacement or like a map or anything. Or normal map. But I'm just thinking of how I want to make the bricks. I saw this on Blender Secrets. I saw this, and I'm gonna go ahead and get off after this. After looking at this, Blender Secrets. So here they had a tutorial of using masks to make like this. So, or no, it was a brush. Yeah, to make straight cuts. So I want to have that. And so I can just make straight cuts into this, and then I can lower the resolution of the model, or like have the resolution of the model however much it needs to be.
Okay.
But the problem is whenever you normally do it, you have to change like a setting in here, persistent, and set persistent base. And then it actually stays at the same depth. So that's what I needed to do. But I've never used a cutter like this. Like I've never used this tool. How do you change? Oh, line, okay, stroke. Press E to open the stroke method menu and choose line. Cool.
I don't know why I just saw that like orange sphere and I immediately thought that was like ZBrush or something.
Yeah, right. It's
like the exact same texture color that it's using ZBrush. I was just like,
yeah, it's cool.
Wait, no.
You can change. So I'll do it right here. Which is it? Yeah. Bam. ZBrush.
Yeah.
Yeah. He even says, let's pretend we're in ZBrush and we're gonna switch this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely pretend you're in ZBrush, alright.
I don't know how Blender gets away with having the same shader look and not getting like sued or something by ZBrush.
It's probably like 2 RGB points off the exact like RGB key or something. They're probably just like 1% off. Just how they're getting away with it.
Excuse me. But so I have to actually add enough detail to this in order to make the necessary cuts. So then I have to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to subdivide several times to get that kind of basically to get the poly count and the tri count that you need.
I was gonna get rid of that.
I would think you're gonna have to subdivide at least twice.
Yeah. Select this, then go to modifiers. There. Okay, subdivision. Set 0. That's 1. to.
What does the wireframe look like?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. So I'm trying to find out. How can I wireframe? But then that just.
It doesn't look any different.
Yeah, because it
Oh, no,
simplifies it.
It's. I think
Oh,
it's also
optimal.
focused.
You type optimal display.
Oh, okay.
It'll make
Right.
it so that it doesn't clutter.
That looks more realistic.
Yeah, that's how much it's actually. Yeah, I'll have to do another. That would be enough. That'll be enough.
I mean, you have to bake it back down.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But for now, I just need to have enough to actually like work with. Oh no, I broke it. Going to 6. But yeah, optimal display. That'll definitely help.
This is where you're making Blender cry now.
Just making Blender cry, yeah. Let's see how my computer's handling it. Performance. Memory 12.5.
Ouch.
Yeah. So, let's see what happens when I lower it like that. Yeah, it goes down by 2 gigs. You see the dive off is just
Great.
great. And this is why I bought 2 8-stick modules so that I could add 2 more 16 sticks, or 2 more 8 gig sticks to make 32. So
I'm just waiting till like Black Friday and I'm gonna get a 64 gig kit.
oh yeah. Go on.
I was gonna say, I mean, I need it because like Unity stores a lot in memory when it's baking. So like all the static occlusion calling basically runs through RAM.
Check your DMs. Look at mine. Oh geez. Yeah, yours is at 95% usage, and wait, what? Hold on. His is that 10,000?
That's 10.7 gigs in memory.
Yeah. Ridiculous. That's nice.
I'll just have to screenshot when I run a baking Unity and just watch it cap out at like 14.5 gigs.
Oh wow. He can't.
Oh yeah. Like Unity will literally absorb every resource it can get its hands on.
He can't watch my stream because this happens. That's crazy. It shouldn't go that crazy with loading up this, should it? Yeah, it's like 1 gig is what Edge is using for me, but I'm streaming, so I've got my own streaming to itself, and
like Chrome's using about 1 gig for me, so
yeah. These computers these days using a lot of memory. All right, I'll keep it at 5, so I don't break my computer for now. And click save, so I don't lose everything. All right, let's see how this goes. I need to hide that and that and oh, I don't need this in here. this I can definitely lower. That's better. Hey, the floor looks really shiny and nice. Anyway, let's go over to sculpt mode. And he said E line, and then in the sculpting menu, where's the sculpting menu? As you can tell, I don't use sculpt very often. There it is. If at all. Brush settings.
And where's that persistent setting?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm looking for. Give me the persistent setting. It might be because I'm not actually using the same. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, there you go. I have to use the same tool as what he's doing. So let's see. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was just lag. Okay. I thought nothing had happened then.
Let's change the radius to like 10. Let's do subtract and strength, sure. Is it mirroring or something? I don't get what there's like an extra circle above my cursor. That's about.
Not sure.
Persistent. E. I'm online. Oh, there we go. Nope. Set pressure.
Oh, something I forgot I was going to tell you. I'm
What's
going to set up like a branch of my prototype to drop in a VR experience.
A VR experience?
Yeah, so I'm gonna add the Oculus plugin into Unity, and then I'm gonna make like be it Barge. I don't know if it'll be Barge Temple or whether it'll be Besaid, but I'm gonna set it up so I can basically make a static build. So it's only like you can't move in it, but it'd be you could literally like be stood in the temple in an Oculus headset and actually look around.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would do that, but hopefully they figure out the Oculus the headsets so that they can work with Nanite, because they've said already the headsets don't work with Nanite. We haven't ironed that out yet. So I can't really watch all stream, but I like what you're doing. Thanks, Titus. I was about to end the stream anyway. I was just trying to figure out this this sculpt real quick. Height, I'll do 0.01. So that's that, but hardness, do max, just because it's not. doing anything. I don't think it has enough to work with. Or do I have to like... Do I have to do something special to get... I'm gonna look up how to... I'm gonna check out some tutorials on how to do this. I haven't done it. I haven't done the sculpting for a little while, so I'm gonna look up tutorials to get back to this, and tomorrow and the next day, hopefully finish up this floor, and it'll look really cool. So good morning, good afternoon, or morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. I'm in the stream.
Good day, dude. Catch you in your next one.